friends, welcome to RV Academy. Already we discussed about the allowances. In the allowances, which are fully taxable allowances, which are partly taxable allowance, which are fully exempted allowances. Apart from that, we have perquisites. What is perquisites? Perquisites are the additional benefits or facilities provided by employer to his employee, like gardener facility, cook facility, watchman facility, car facility, driver facility, all refreshments, all these comes under perquisites. Perquisites are divided broadly into two parts. Tax-free perquisites. Any perquisites given by the employer to his employee is completely exempted from tax, that is called tax-free perquisites. Taxable perquisites are divided into two parts. Taxable in all cases, it is applicable to all the employees. Taxable in the hands of specified employee. I will tell you who is specified employee when it comes to the particular part. Taxable in all cases, taxable in the hands of specified employees. Now let me discuss the tax-free perquisites. Which are the perquisites which is completely tax-free, means completely exempted from tax. Please go through this chart. The first one is tax-free perquisites, computers, laptops given to employees for official or personal use. Any computers, laptops are given for employee for his official, either for official use or personal use, is completely tax-free. Employer's contribution towards staff group insurance scheme. So group insurance, any contribution made by the employer to the staff group insurance scheme is completely tax-free. Employer's refreshment provided by an employer to all employees during working hours in the office. Any refreshments provided by an employer to employees, any refreshment in the afternoon or during the working hours is completely tax-free. Refreshments during working hours provided outside the place of work up to 50 rupees per day will be exempted. If it is not in the working place, other than the working place, 50 rupees per day is exempted from tax. Rent-free house provided to the judge of High Court, Supreme Court, or an officer of Parliament or Union Minister. Any rent paid to any of these persons is completely tax-free. Amount spent on training of employees or free or fees paid for refreshing management courses, completely tax-free. Free ration provided to defense forces. Medical insurance premium paid by the employer. Telephone facility provided by employer to employee. Interest on loan by the employer is not taxable if the loan amount does not exceed 20,000. If loan is only 20,000, on that any interest paid is tax-free. Perquisites given to government employees who is satisfying. Given to government employee who is staying abroad. Gifts in kind if the value is less than 5,000 rupees. Family planning expenses. Products at concessional rate to employee sold by his or employer. All these are tax-free perquisites. We need not worry. Any such perquisites is given, we need not take it in the tax column. It is completely tax-free. Taxable perquisites in the hands of specified employees. Who are the specified employees? Specified employee are one. Here it is given, the assessee must be a director employee in the employer company. He is an employee as well as a director of the company. He will be considered as a specified employee. If he is the beneficial owner of equity shares carrying 20% or more voting powers in the employer company, if he is having 20% voting rights and as well as he is an employee, then he is considered to be a specified employee. The total taxable monetary receipts of the employee from all employers during the the previous year after deduction under section 16 exceeds 50,000. If the total taxable monetary receipts, all the monetary receipts from different employers exceeds 50,000 after deduction under section 16, then is comes under specified employee. So here taxable in the hands of specified employee. The following are the taxable perquisites in the hands of specified employee. Free services of sweeper, gardener, watchman and personal attendant, actual salary paid by the employer is taxable. Any fee, services of sweeper, gardener, watchman and personal attendants provided by the employer and salaries are paid by the employer is fully taxable. Then free supply of gas, electricity, water supply for household purpose, manufacturing cost or amount paid by employer is taxable. Any gas facility, electricity facility, water supply for household purpose, manufacturing cost or amount paid by the employer is taxable. Whether it is produced by the employer and given to employee, then the manufacturing cost, or supplied by the employer, the actual cost paid will be taxable. Educational facilities provided by the employer to employees, children or family members. If educational institution owned by the employer, if any educational facilities is given to the specified employee, in case if the institution is owned by the employer, then if it is for the children of the employee, any amount in excess of 1,000 per month per child is taxable. Up to 1,000 per month per child is taxable. That means 1,000 into 12 into 1. If there are 2 children, 1,000 into 12 into 2. If it is for other members of the employee, actual cost of the education is taxable. For outside institution, if the institution is not owned by the employer, provided the educational facility from outside institution, actual bills issued in the name of employee or employer which is paid by employer, all these are fully taxable. Leave travel concession, so where the place of origin, see here, leave travel benefit extended by an employer to an employee for going anywhere in India along with his family are exempt from tax. As the provisions of Income Tax Act, family for this purpose includes spouse, children and parents, sisters and brothers who are wholly dependent upon the employee. The exemption is available only in respect of fare for going anywhere in India along with family twice in a block of 4 years. The provision relating to the exemption is given below. So any leave travel concession provided to the family members of the employee for his wife, children, brothers, sisters, parents, completely it is taken as LT. What is the amount? The provision relating to the exemption is given below, where the place of origin of journey and destinations are not connected by rail, if there is no rail facility, where there is no recognized public transport system available, air conditioned first class rail fare by the shortest route, or the actual amount spent, whichever is less, is exempted. What is the actual amount of? There is recognized public transport system available, deluxe class or first class fare by the shortest route, or the amount spent, whichever is less, is exempt. Next, where the place or origin of journey and destinations are connected by rail and the journey is performed by any other mode of transport, amount of air conditioned first class rail fare by the shortest route or the amount actually spent, whichever is less, is exempted. Where the place or origin of journey and destinations are connected by rail and the journey is performed by rail, amount of air conditioned first class airfare by the shortest route or the amount actually spent, whichever is less, is exempted. Where the journey is performed by air, the amount of economy class airfare carrier by the shortest route or the amount actually spent, whichever is less, is exempted. Next comes medical facility. It is taxable in the hands of specified employee if the employer reimburse or provide the expenditure incurred by the employee is taxable as follows. If medical treatment is taken from an hospital maintained by employer, not taxable. If the employer himself having an hospital and provided the medical treatment, no tax. If medical treatment is taken in a government hospitals, then also no tax. If it is the medical treatment is taken in the government hospital, no tax. If medical treatment is taken in a private hospital, exempted up to 15,000. Up to 15,000 is exempted. In excess of that, whatever is paid is taxable. Transport facilities by transport undertakings. If it is exempted if it is provided by airlines or railways. In case of other modes of transportation, value of such benefit offered to public is chargeable to tax. Of maintenance. Motor car facility, very important perquisite. Questions will appear from this part. If car is owned by the employer, expenses are met by the employer. If car is owned by the employer and expenses are met by the employer and used for official purpose, it is not used for personal purpose, used for official purpose, not a perquisite, fully exempted from tax. Suppose car is owned by the employer, expenses are met by the employer and used for personal purpose, fully used for personal purpose, aggregate of the following is taxable. 10% of cost of car or actual air charges, running and maintenance, driver salary, less amount collected from employee is exempted from tax. If car is used for both official and personal purpose, then in case the car is less than 1600 cc, 1800 per month is exempted. If car is more than 1600 cc, 2400 per month. This part is very important. If the capacity of the car is less than or equal to 1600 cc, 1800 per month. If car is more than 1600 cc, then 2400 per month. Next is, if car is owned by the employer, expenses are met by the employee, then used for official purpose, fully official purpose, then no tax. Then personal purpose, aggregate of the following: 10% of cost of car or actual charges plus driver salary. In case it is used for both official and personal purpose, 8 less than 1600 cc, 600 per month, more than 1600 cc, 900 per month. The third part, if the car is owned by the employee, expenses met by the employer. Very carefully you have to see in the examination. This particular part is going to be asked. If the car is owned by the employee and expenses are met by the employer, personal purpose, in case it is used fully for official purpose, no tax. In case personal purpose, actual expenses incurred by employer, less amount collected from employee. If it is used for both official and personal purpose, car is less than 1600 cc, 1800 per month is exempted. In case more than 1600 cc, 2400 per month is exempted. If the car is owned by the employee, expenses met by the employee, used fully for official purpose, no perquisites. Fully personal, not a perquisite. And both for official and personal purpose, not a perquisite, because the expenses are met by himself, car is also owned by himself. Here Three parts are very important. If car is owned by the employer, expenses met by the employer, what are the perquisites? When car is used fully for official purpose, car is used fully for personal purpose, car is used for partly official and partly personal purpose. If car is owned by the employer, expenses met by the employee, used for official purpose, personal purpose and partly official, partly personal purpose. If car is owned by the employee, expenses met by the employee, used for personal purpose or official purpose or partly official, partly personal, completely exempted. This is very important part. Next comes taxable perquisites under all cases. This part, taxable in all cases. Rent-free accommodation. If any accommodation provided by the employer to his employee at a concessional rate or at free of cost. Here the employees are divided into two parts, provided to government employee, provided to non-government employee. If he is a government employee, whatever rate fixed by the government, prescribed rate fixed by the government will be taxable. In case private employees, this is further divided into two parts, owned by employer, hired by employer. If accommodation is owned by the employer, where population is less than 25 lakhs, 15% of salary is taxable. If population is between 10 to 25 lakhs, 10% of salary. If population is less than 10 lakhs, 7.5% of salary is exempted from tax. Hired by employer, house, accommodation, 15% of salary or rent paid by employer, whichever is less. Hotel accommodation, if accommodation provided in a hotel, 24% of salary or rent paid by the employer, whichever is less, is exempted from tax. And apart from accommodation, if any furniture provided, 10% of cost of furniture if the furniture is owned by the employer. In case hired by the employer and provided to employee, actual hire charges. Once again I will tell you, in case if the accommodation is provided along with furniture, furnished accommodation, then first instance we should find out the taxable rent-free accommodation. To that we have to add 10% of cost of furniture in case the furniture is owned by the employer. If it is not owned, hired by the employer and given to employee, then actual hire charges should be taken into account. These are the various perquisites. Very important part. In this you have to be very careful with rent-free accommodation, car facilities provided and some of the medical benefits given. These three parts are very important. In my next video, I am going to work out some problems on salary.